here, life after money. Now, the last video I made, I was playing with bits of plastic and I was just starting a new project, and now that project is just about finished. So I thought I would let you see what the result is of all that playing around. It's been a few weeks now, but it does take me quite a long time to get my thoughts together, to decide what I'm going to do. I walk around, I look at things and I visualise something in my head, and then I try and get it down onto a piece of fabric or a canvas or whatever, and eventually something happens with it. So anyway, I thought I'll get you right up to date with this and just explain what I've actually ended up with. I like to recycle things that people throw away, things that I find, my own rubbish. So I think such a lot can be made out of things that are normally unwanted, basically. I don't need to go into a shop and buy new materials to make my art. I use everything that I see around me. So I've got two boards here at the back of me. This is the finished picture, and I've put all my plastics on a green background. The green background started off life as a snooker table. So I'll try and get a bit close. So what I did was blitz the green with all kinds of green wool, scraps of fabric, pieces of mesh, and I free motioned it with a machine all over because I wanted to create a grass verge, you know. And the theme of this is that people are so fed up of plastics being thrown onto grass verges because they make the place look a mess. So my grass verge is this background of mess, basically. And so I've created all these colourful bits and pieces by sticking pieces of plastic together, not sticking but stitching. I should say that I very rarely use glue. So I stitch things together, adding the beads and the sequins, and the bottle tops are all fixed together like that. I hope I'm in shot here because I'm just guessing where to hold this. And up that side there you can see these swirls. They're plastic straws, you know, the bendy bit in the middle. Well, stretch it out, cut the straight bits off and wind it into a circle, then iron it. So I put those up the side there. The round circular bits there, just there, are children's construction kit. That piece there is from it, plastics, and that piece there. And the heart in the middle is melted plastic cut into little chips and melted with an iron. And we've got pens, felt tip pens there, lids and tops and plastic flowers. I wanted to join them all together, so I used red thread to make chain stitch, and I've added the flowers. These flowers were clear plastic, they're from a Christmas tree decoration, so I've painted them with nail varnish. Plastic spoons. I make all the holes into everything with a small map pin. Let me get it right, can't get my words out today. So that's basically the end result of that. Can you see it? Yep. So at the back what I've done is put it onto a board. Couldn't decide how to frame it, and I thought doesn't really need a proper frame. So what I've done is used a board and I've stretched it over the back and I've laced it to the back of this board, and I've stitched the edges, the corners I should say, stitched the corners very, very neatly, and it's all held tight on the board. So what about a frame? Well, it doesn't actually need a proper frame, but it does need a border, I think. So what I've done is get another board, bigger, so I'll swap one for the other. Put that at the back there. And I've got a bigger board with plain fabric stretched over. I thought it maybe just needed something a bit lighter to show off the contrasting colours there. So I've done the same again with this. I've put a border around the back and pulled it tight and laced it onto the back with string, just backwards and forwards, and holding it tight so that the string doesn't slacken off. So stitch it across and up and down, and so that is going to be the border for the picture. And then what I'm going to do is put the picture on and screw from the back. Let me get in shot. I'm going to screw the picture on from the back. So little tiny screws will go through this and into the board of the picture there. And I've got plenty of places where I can screw right the way through, because I've got raised pieces on there and the screws will not come through to the front. So I've got several places where I can do that to fix that tightly onto that. So a bit about how it will look. Let me put one in front of the other, then you can see. So it'll have a border, it'll have a border all the way around, right? And there you are. So what am I going to do about the back? Well, I don't like messy backs. So what I will do is cover the back with, I could just put another layer of fabric over the back once I've screwed that on and cover all that up. So I've got some more fabric there which I might use, I haven't quite decided yet. This fabric, by the way, comes from a divan bed. My friend gave me 3 beds. She was moving house and didn't need her beds. So I took the beds in and I've been taking them apart ever since and using the wood and using the fabric from the sides and the underneath of the bed. So this is where this fabric comes from. It was on a bed in its previous life. So I'm going to possibly use this, I haven't quite decided yet, and then what I would do is just stitch it very close to the edge all the way around tightly. Or I've got another option, let me just put that down a second. I've got another option to cover up that back. I've got this roll of, it's insulation material, I think, it's like a foam, and it has a sticky back to it, so it's got a piece that you peel off like that. I'm hoping I'm struggling with this a bit, could do with a camera person really. So it's very tacky on there, like that. That I could cut a piece exactly the right size for the back of there, which would be the easiest option. I might go down that route actually. But this roll I found in a skip, and there's quite a lot of it. So it's sort of like insulated material. I think they put it on floors before they're going to do some tiling. So keep your eyes open when you're passing skips, because you can find all kinds of useful stuff in skips. So this is my picture just about coming to the end of it, and just got these three little jobs to do now. Screw the two pieces together right through the two boards. You see, I've got raised tops there and there and there. I can screw my screws right through inside of those, and they won't come out at the front. And then put the back on, and then it's ready for hanging. So what I use is little loops like that, little rings. I shall just screw them on and put wire between. I could do with another pair of hands really, but anyway, let's finish with a close-up of the actual picture. It's quite big, and it's not going to be too heavy either. It won't have glass on, so that's fine, and it's more as a tactile picture. So shall we have a little look at the picture? This is where my bits of plastic have ended up. The green background is from a snooker table, and the scraps of green are from all kinds of fabric, wool, mesh bags, anything, all cut up. That was quite a hard job to do actually, to free motion stitch all the background on there. It took quite a while, but anyway, shall we have a quick... I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll get the camera, I'll move you. Rather than me struggling with the picture, I shall move you. There we are. Maybe get a better shot like this. So this picture is actually about a rough grass verge with lots of strewn plastic about, but the plastic is the beauty of it, and it rather enhances it. The next time you see plastics on a grass verge, pick it up, take it home, wash it, or make something with it. This is Mean Queen, Life After Money.